Hey, hi, how you going? It's your mate Valstride, and today Pocket Pair dropped the announcement for their upcoming winter update, which we now know is going to be called Home Sweet Home and releases on December 17. So mark your calendars for that one, call in sick to work, plan your annual leave, whatever it may be. But we got the announcement in the form of a trailer, which also came with some really cool spoilers, and that's what we're going to look at today. We're just going to break this trailer down and talk about all of the cool stuff that we can see. So as you can see, this is obviously going to be the Ultra Kill crossover update. We've got a lot of gameplay here with this little robot dude. Now, whether or not this is just going to be a cosmetic or if it's actually going to be an armor set like the Terraria armor was, I'm not too sure yet. Time will tell on that one. But what's definitely not going to be a cosmetic are these new coin weapons. So I think we get at least 2 of these. It looks like we get the pistol, which is going to fire coins, and we're also going to get this heavier weapon, which looks to be a sort of grenade launcher or a shotgun maybe. The question for me though is whether or not these are going to be meta-defining weapons. Like, how strong are these weapons going to be? Are they going to be just fun to play around with like the Meow Meow was? Or are they going to be meta-defining like the Terra Prisma was and feel more like a must-have? But that's the small news in my opinion. The big reveal is that we're getting at least 2 new building features. So the first is going to be the ability to paint walls like you can see Depresso and Anubis doing here. We're going to get at least 6 colors, and the question for me is whether or not this only applies to the walls or if we're going to be able to paint our roofs and our floors as well. I think the more customization, the better. So I'm hoping it's the latter. And what I really want is the ability to change out some of the other textures for more advanced versions. So I think it'd be really cool if instead of just painting the stone, for example, you could swap it out for sandstone or stacked rock or something. That'd be really nice. Even if we don't get it with this update, hopefully that's something we get down the track. Or if we just get those options added as completely new textures, that would be really cool as well. But either way, being able to paint the walls is going to be really nice. I'm interested to see how it works for the clean walls. I think getting some black clean walls would be really cool. And we'll just have to wait and see as to how many options we get. But the thing that I'm looking forward to the most is finally getting my hands on some of these upside down triangles, because we have wanted these since day one. I think between these upside down triangles and the corner roof pieces, there has not been a single feature that has been more requested within the game. So we get those spoiled there alongside the painting over on the left. But beyond the Home Sweet Home update, we also get a small snippet of the trailer for the 1.0 release. So you can see here we've already got a new pal revealed in what looks to be like an electric Croagiro or a Fuak, or maybe just a new pal completely, as well as whatever is behind the water here. So people have already been speculating that that pal behind the water is the giant flying whale that they showed in the very original trailers before the game even came out. But we'll have to wait and see on that one, only time will tell. Now we should note here that the devs have previously announced that this update is going to be relatively small compared to previous updates, and that their aim is simply to polish the game before full release next year. And I think this is a really good strategy. I'm not expecting them to release a new island or anything like that. I just want to get a few more quality of life improvements. And the update is called Home Sweet Home after all, so I have to imagine that these aren't the only 2 building features that we're going to get added. Hopefully the idea behind this one is to give some seriously needed love to the building system as a whole and to flesh it out before the 1.0 release. So some things that I really want to see, in addition to just pure performance improvements for large bases, are things like the corner roof pieces, which I mentioned before, as well as maybe some more roof angles, like 30 and 65 degrees, I think would be really cool. And ideally, I want to get a bunch of new decorations, including some placeable trees. But that's going to do it for this one. Let me know what you think about the new pals and all of the new features, what you're looking forward to the most in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this, like, comment, and subscribe. Really helps support the channel a lot. Otherwise, thank you for watching. I'll catch you next time. Have a good one.